I should definitely be titling this something like "My friends are rapists," but I don't have any friends who are rapists. How's it going, fellas? My name is Government, and welcome back to the channel. I haven't really talked on this channel in a while. By the way, that was a reference to a creator. I can't remember. I don't know his name, but he's got a few videos that have like popped off of just him playing Minecraft, talking about how his friends are rapists or how his friend is a pedophile now. Ex-friend, by the way. But no. Definitely should title something like that, but I doubt I did because this is more of a this is more of like a cathartic kind of video, you know. Now, where have I been on this channel? Let's just start with that. Where has government been? Well, government, and if you can hear, I don't know if you can tell, I've got a new microphone. I actually invested some money into a good microphone to get it over the Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti's great, but like, it's just kind of trash. It just didn't really work. I completely just, what's it called? Just drinking passion fruit, no sugar. Great drink. Yeah, I've been doing a lot with my life recently. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. But the most notable one is the previous video on my main channel, which I will link. It is the greatest thing I've ever made, and I really enjoyed making it, and I'm really happy that it got. It didn't get many views, obviously. I'm not a big creator, but it was very well received, incredibly well received, and I am so happy just because of that. I put a lot of work into it, and I'm just blown away by the support that I've got on it. And I plan on making more content like that, like a story, and adding and making it funny, and adding philosophical questions and psychological analysis and all this stuff into the characters. And that's the thing I enjoy doing, and I'm gonna keep doing that. And let's get over that. Obviously, I posted that video not long ago, but what have I been doing since then? Well, life hasn't been fantastic. Not great, you know, but I'm getting through it. And this is where the title comes in, grief. And I'm not talking about the good old place TNT on a 5-year-old's Minecraft building and explode it and hear them cry like that. No, I'm talking about grief over losing somebody important. Now, a lot of my life, I'm a very self-reflective person. I love to learn from mistakes, or I love to analysis. I love to analyze my thoughts, break them apart, think about it, learn something new. And recently, in the last year, it's just been all about grief. I'm not gonna go into specifics, but quite a few people in my extended family have passed away, whether it be old age or something more tragic. I don't know if that just picked that up. No, it didn't, because it's not recording the laptop audio, just my microphone. It just did that good old boom Microsoft notification sound. No, yeah, I've lost a lot of important people, whether it be through genuinely tragic things or a passing away and like of old age. This isn't so to a higher extent, but I was in my first relationship maybe 5 months ago. It went on for 5 months, and it was incredibly toxic. It was terrible. It was manipulative, and I ended up flying to her country because it was long distance. Because she came over here, met me, we hit it off, and then she went back, and I ended up going and visiting her. Spent a lot of money, went there. She kind of neglected me the whole time and treated me like shit. And then I got home, And although she promised she wouldn't break up with me, we wouldn't break up, we'd find a solution. Because she's an avoidant person, she didn't want to bring it up. Yeah, she kind of just ended it like a day after, and blamed it all on me. And for a long time, it took me a while to get through that. But that's neither here nor there. I just needed to vent, sad man vent just then. I'm not sad, I'm okay. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of grief with a lot of things, and I'm just kind of tired of it, man. Obviously, I never really thought about the 5 stages of grief, like the, I can't remember the guy who made it, psychologically, but it's in a lot of famous writings, just like denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, right? And I can gladly say that it's true. It's not in the order, but all those 5 stages do occur. They mix and match and swip and switch, swip and swap. Swip and swap, that could work. Swip and swap, we'll go with that. They swip and swap. Yeah, and I've definitely been through that. We'll use my relationship as an example, but because I don't want to go delve deeper into the genuine sad losses that I've had. Yeah, with my relationship, I was in denial about it for the first month. I was like, it's okay, we'll figure something out. Just gotta give her some time, and it'll be okay, we'll somehow meet up. And then after a while, and that whole time I was just blaming myself, because I've got really bad self-esteem that I'm working on. Yeah, I was kind of just blaming myself the whole time, and then it got to a point where that kind of all fell in on itself, the blaming, and I got so miserably depressed. You'd think it'd be anger, but no, it was really depressed, and then I ended up not calling her actually, texting, asking, look, I'm down to be friends, kind of bargaining, but I don't want to be with you anymore, because this part of me believed if I tried to convince myself that we could just be friends, then she'd believe that, and then we would get together again, and that's just not how it works. And then, obviously I started thinking about what if I'd done this different, or what if I wasn't a mess, and then I started getting feedback from my friends, because obviously I need to tell the story to people, and we have no connection, so there's no way anyone can harass anybody. Yeah, I started telling friends about the situation, and then they just said to me blatantly, even the psychologist and my general practitioner were like, dude, you got fucked over hard. And they were just like, and that's when the anger kind of set in, and I was like really fucking mad that I wasted that much money when I was kind of just being used and toyed with, and that bothers me. And recently I've kind of accepted that it's over, and I don't want it to happen again. But before getting to that acceptance, I went through all these different things. All of them, swip, swap, I went denial again, bargained again, cried, got mad. I went through all of it. All in a different order, of course. And I even accepted it. And then it went back to a different thing, and I've accepted it again, and I'm sure at some point I'm going to get mad again. I'm kind of getting mad now. Thank fuck. Good, let's go. I'm mad again. No, it's okay. And, I'm trying to remember. Well, that's how I've felt about all of them, because when you will go to the loved ones, and this goes for all of the grief, sometimes you don't think about these people for a while, and that doesn't mean that you've forgotten them or you don't care. That's just a normal thing, and then you'll remember them, and you'll remember memories, and then your heart sinks. It feels like when you're about to go down a roller coaster, you know? There's this drop, like your heart sinks into your stomach, you know? And the realization jumps up to your brain that I'm never gonna see this person again. They're gone. These memories I made, they're memories. They're not gonna come back. And it's a sad thing, but it's a normal thing, you know? And I'm getting through it. Honestly, I can say that I've been handling it really well, because I know I'm an emotionally intelligent person. If I'm not smart in a logical way or a academic way, I know that my smarts emotionally and socially will always help, you know? Yeah, it's kind of sucky that we get so attached to people that, once they're gone, we only really appreciate them then, you know? I was at a funeral for somebody, one of these people, and I heard all these nice things being said about them, and I was thinking, this might be the first time they've ever heard some of these things, and they're gone, you know? It's actually a really sad thing to think about, that, and ever since then, I've really tried to just make people feel better about themselves, because I can relate to that. I can relate to not having things said that I want to be said, and I just kind of imagined if I had died, I would be hearing all these great things about me that I needed to hear in the moment when I was at my worst, and I didn't hear them, and I only hear them now that that I'm gone, you know? And I think that's really sucky, and I hate that, so I've been trying to tell people I love them as much as I can, and just trying to do the right thing, you know? Doesn't mean I've stopped being goofy funny man, because sometimes goofy funny man works, you know? You gotta be goofy funny man when a serious talk isn't needed, you know? Right now, I'm not goofy funny man. I came into this thinking, it's okay, I'll be goofy funny man, I'll be goofy, haha, funny man, goofy, haha. But, that's kind of drifted away when I started thinking that this is a topic that, of course, we can make slight jokes. I mean, I believe that everything should be allowed to be joked about, because that's just a way you get through it. It's just, if we're not going to laugh at the absurdity and the insanity of life, like, what are we going to do? We're going to cry about it? Like, Epstein giving Five Nights at Freddy's porn to people is hilarious. The situation itself isn't funny, but the absurdity of it is hilarious. And I get that a lot of people would say, no, it's not funny, this is a serious thing, and it is a serious thing. But, like, just step back, look at the absurdity of this. There are thousands of probably not thousands, I don't know the complete amount, but there are politicians who are getting away with this shit, which is frustrating. It's bad, it's annoying, but if you step back and look at the absurdity of it, the people who are supposed to be protecting us most are the ones who are doing the most heinous acts. I think that's terrible, but at the same time, there's a little bit of dark humor to that. And I think that's how I've been looking at grief a lot. It's a necessary, dark, terrible thing that we can point and laugh at. At least I can, you know? Yeah, and I don't even know where I'm at, and I'll just add this in, and I feel like grief's gonna hit me like a truck again. My dog could possibly have cancer. He's got an abscess. We got rid of an abscess that was cancerous, and he's already got another one. And to avoid the pain of it coming back, he's clearly in a lot of pain. He doesn't want to chase the ball and throw it to him anymore. He doesn't want hugs anymore. He just sits and licks the abscess. And my parents are thinking we should probably put him down. And I get that, because he's in pain. Because what's the point of having genuine physical... what's the point of living with a genuine physical pain that is just making every moment of life meaningless, you know? And I feel bad for him. And we've had him for 10 years, and I love the guy, Charlie. Good dog. Amazing dog. Best dog. Sound like Trump. Great dog, amazing dog. He throws the ball and catches it. I was not on the island. Yeah, he's... and I can feel the grief. I can feel it coming back, and recently I found a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche, whatever. Because I'm a big philosophy and psychology buff. I fucking love reading. I love Fyodor Dostoevsky. I love actually, I haven't really read Leo Tolstoy, but I really want to start reading Tolstoy. For Christmas, I got Crime and Punishment. I haven't actually started reading that yet, but I'm super psyched to read it. Yeah, I read a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. It's to live is to suffer, and to suffer is to find meaning. No, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. And I think that really helped things, you know? Like, it really helped, because honestly, my meaning right now, I've been searching for a meaning, and honestly, I think this is my meaning right now. Of course, this is a hobby. I don't make money off YouTube anymore. I don't have AdSense because I didn't make enough hours last year. So that Tomodachi Life thing, that was a passion project. I didn't make any money from that. I didn't make any money from the Disco Elysium thing either. They're both passion projects. My YouTube is just a passion thing. I fucking love making videos. I love writing things. I love making people laugh and think about the deepest moments in life. I am such a fucking nerd. I'm such a loser. I hurt myself. I'm a loser, dude. Yeah. Recently, just, I don't know. I've been thinking about things to strive for and things to keep me preoccupied, thinking while in this state of suffering, deep grief, and that's YouTube, and I'm gonna keep making videos. My next video is a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and like Tomodachi Life, I'm creating a story for it, and it's actually going to go over the themes of grief, because I think that's perfect for what I've been going through. A lot of the videos on my channel are about games, right? But then the themes always correlate to something in my real life that I'm dealing with. I remember when I did the Dark Souls video that I was really dealing with passive suicidal ideation and thinking that life has no meaning. And that video was all about keeping going and never giving up, essentially. And I hit it out of the park. I think it's amazing. I love doing this. It's so much fun, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and make this a collaboration with my main channel, so people, if this does well, you know, I'll put it on the main channel. People can see the passion I put into my main stuff, and I don't know. I'm really, at the moment, I'm actually quite happy and content. I've been seeing a psychologist about my anxiety, and I'm happy. I'm happy as can be. Said the guy who was the most depressed person of the group. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually quite fine. I'm quite content, because I think I'm just gonna try and be good to people from now on. Make people laugh, make them happy. I've kind of recently put my ego aside, my insecurities of not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being strong enough, not being funny enough. I don't care. I really don't care. Just as long as I can make other people happy, or honestly, just make other people laugh, or entertained, or think deeply about things, I think that's all the meaning I need, you know? This ended up being way more deeper than I thought, and I've put Minecraft footage on the back of it, and I might need to get new Minecraft footage, because I might not even have long enough footage for this video. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna put a link to the video I made that is it's about isolation and how dangerous it is, and that really, I love it. I think it's amazing. I think anyone dealing with depression, anxiety, due to, or who have been led to isolation or due to isolation, should really watch the thing. Genuinely. Anyway, I'm going to try uploading on this channel a bit more. I'm going to burp in a sec, so I'm going to try and finish it before it ends. It didn't work. I'll see you in the next one.